Hey guys, thanks for joining me. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing the new Tom Ford Soleil Neige holiday collection for 2020. He has released an eyeshadow palette and a lipstick. A lip balm, correction. It's not a lipstick, it is a lip balm. The eyeshadow palette is 04 First Frost, and then we have the lip balm, which is called Balm Frost. Now, if you guys want to see what I think about these products, make sure to keep on watching. But before we get into all of that, if you guys are new to my channel, hello and welcome. I am Suzana, and all I do here is talk about luxury makeup, high-end makeup, and that's pretty much all we do, honestly. So if you guys like luxury, please make sure to subscribe. Always feel free to comment on my videos, reach out to me on Instagram if you have any questions regarding any of the makeup that I show on my channel, any releases coming up. I am literally here to talk about makeup, you guys. So please feel free to do so with me because I enjoy it. So please subscribe and follow me on Instagram. As I was mentioning, this is Tom Ford's Soleil Neige holiday collection. Last year he released 3 quads. This year he's only graced us with 1, but he did include a lip product this time. So honestly, I don't know if he's going to come out with any more holiday releases. I don't have the 411 on that, but if you guys do, please make sure to share with me because I need to know. In case you guys are not aware, I am a huge Tom Ford collection. I have plenty of his eyeshadow quads. I have a lot of his face and complexion products, and I truly enjoy the brand. I am like literally obsessed with Tom Ford. So expect me for the most part. I mean, I of course have to be interested in nothing. I'm not like a devout collector of any brand. However, I am easily persuaded by Tom Ford to purchase his products. So you can safely assume that if he comes out with a release, I will be on it, just like I was with this one. So let's first start off with talking about the eyeshadow palette. This is a quad, so you get 4 eyeshadows in here, and it is that wet to dry formula. So it has the TFs embossed on each shadow, which only his wet to dry quads have. So that is an indicator in case you guys have some of his palettes in your collection, you're not sure which are okay to use wet. It is the ones with the initials. So the shadows in here are described as a soft white sparkle, a soft pink tone, a mid-tone mauve, and a pink soft brown. All of these eyeshadows do have the same finish, which is a level of metallic. Tom Ford's metallics though are much more subtle than your modern metallic eyeshadows. They are not as intense or as thick. It is a thinner formula. So to get more intensity or to get more opacity from these shadows, you do have to build up on them. I do want to point out that this palette did remind me very much of one of last year's quads, which is 03 Soleil Neige. I've never learned how to pronounce this. So this is how that palette looks, and it's extremely similar, oopsie, to the one from this year. So I mean, there are definitely some differences, but for the most part, and honestly, I think on the eyes, you're not going to be able to notice much of a difference. At the end of today's video, I will make sure to include swatches of both of these side by sides, as well as another palette that this one reminded me of. This is another Tom Ford palette. This was actually my very first Tom Ford palette and one of my favorite. It is Nude. So as I was playing with First Frost, because I did play with it before I started filming, I created 2 different looks. I just wanted to see what kind of variation I can do with it. At this point, I really regret that I didn't film that. I should have filmed it so I can share with you guys. Well, actually, let me stop there. We'll get into all of that in a little bit. But as I was playing with that palette, it reminded me so much of Nude. And like I said, Nude is one of my favorites. It just definitely has a special place in my heart. I think I would go as far as to say if Nude and this one that I can't pronounce, Soleil Neige, got together and made a baby, we would then have First Frost. So that is just my opinion. I have not swatched any of these side by side. That is just the vibe that I got. I may be totally wrong, and I'll put in a note when I do my swatches. That's totally the vibe that I got. So I will show you guys the demo of today's video. Also, I did forget to mention the packaging of this is identical to the packaging from last year's quads. And I mean, it's obviously similar to the original classic Tom Ford palettes. It's just obviously in the white packaging because this is how he packages his Soleil Neige line. So this was to be expected. By the way, super side note, not that super, just a little side note, Tom Ford is re-releasing Nude Dip, which I just showed to you guys, in a matte black packaging, and I want it so bad. I'm not gonna get it. I mean, it would be ridiculous for me to go out to get it when I have one in perfect condition, but boy, I really want that matte packaging. So I'm hoping he releases another eyeshadow palette, like a new one or one that I don't have in that matte black packaging, because I would be all over that. So if you guys do not have Nude Dip and you've been wanting to get Nude Dip, get it now. Well, actually, I don't know if it's available yet, but when it's available, get it in that new special limited edition packaging. Oh, I'm going to envy you guys. The other product from this year's Soleil Neige holiday collection is this lip balm. It is called the Balm Frost, and the name describes it entirely. It is a balm. It feels like a balm. It applies like a balm, but it looks frosty on the lips. Very, very glittery. I don't think he's ever come out with anything quite like this before. The packaging of this is, I mean, very luxurious, beautiful gold mirrored packaging. I love it, but I hate how it gets dirty so quickly. It's just extremely fingerprinty, but I still really, really like the packaging. And it has the TF or Tom Ford initials embossed on the top cap, like his other lipsticks do. Let me go ahead and show you guys the inside. As you can see, it is full of glitter. I look at this bullet and to me, it just screams holidays. So very much in theme for what this collection is. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the demo on how I created this look. And when we come back, I will share my thoughts on these two pieces.
Nobody's stealing covers. I like to drink to myself, so I'ma have another no. I don't need a hand to hold tight, don't need a love that's all mine, but sometimes I just want somebody to talk to, someone that's on my mind. I want something that's all cool, and it don't waste my time. Yeah, I just want somebody, just want somebody. I just want somebody to talk to, somebody to talk to. And I like to drive by myself, so I control the volume. I like to dance by myself, so I can do my own moves. No, I don't need a hand to hold tight, don't need a love that's all mine, but sometimes I just want somebody to talk to, someone that's on my mind. I want something that's all cool, and it don't waste my time. Yeah, I just want somebody, just want somebody. I just want somebody to talk to, somebody to talk to talk to. I wanna have somebody, wanna have somebody, wanna have somebody.
Alrighty guys, I hope you enjoyed that demo using Tom Ford's Soleil Neige Holiday Collection. Now on to my review. So I guess this is, first impressions. I did play with this earlier, but I mean, it's all been on the same day, so I'm not too sure if I can call this a full review. But I will say that I do feel like my current opinion on this palette is not going to change. Probably on both of the products, honestly. So first, Frost that we got here. So I guess I should start mentioning with the fact that when I was playing with this palette, I was having a lot of difficulty trying to figure out how to use this, like how to place these eyeshadows to get the most out of this palette. Usually when I review palettes for you guys, or when I have like a quad, I like to use all of these shades. So when I sat down and started playing with this, my whole point was to use all of these eyeshadows. And soon after I started digging into these, I realized for me, this is just not going to be a standalone palette, which is quite odd because for the most part, I use all of his palettes, even these that are that wet to dry formula, like this like kind of metallic-y type of formula. I use most of them on their own. I can get away with it. Nude dip, I have to be very precise with my placement of the eyeshadows and how I blend and what I mix with what, but I can still make that work on its own, and I still very much enjoy it on its own. And then all the other palettes that I have in this same formula have other shades that have a better contrast from each other. So some are a lot lighter, and then they have some like deeper shades. And so I'm able to create a really good defined eye look with those other palettes. I just could not get that with this palette. So the first time I used it, I was really trying to kind of do something a little bit different with my eye makeup because I really wanted to place these eyeshadows in different areas so that we can see all of them on the lids and see how well we can tell them apart. And it was just a mess, honestly. It was just a huge mess. So then I decided, okay, I really enjoy placing darker shades on my lids, really smoking it out, and then going in with lighter shades, like to do some kind of spotlight effect or just for the inner corner, or maybe just layer over top. So then I played with it in that way, and no, that did not work out at all. These shades, I think more so this one right here, it actually does look nice on the lids. This one just looked very muddy on my lids. I did not enjoy it. I took my time and blended, which honestly, you don't need that much time to blend these eyeshadows. They blend very easily, but I thought, okay, maybe that's what this one needs, maybe just a little bit more attention. Did not work out. And then I tried to layer these lighter ones over top. No, it was just a mess. So in all reality, I wish I had film that I can show you guys the attempts that I made to make this work. Honestly, I guess, third time's a charm, because the look that I did end up filming for you guys is the one that came out a lot better. Like, I mean, this is insanely better than what I was getting earlier. But to tell you the truth, my arm's hurting. I don't know why I keep holding this. But to tell you the truth, it's just, I'm not very happy with this. I think like it's all very reflective, where it's not flattering. Like, I don't see anything outstanding about this eyeshadow palette. This is probably just something that I'm going to use or reach for to only use one, maybe two eyeshadows from. I'm just not a fan of it, honestly. I don't know, I just don't know. I was really hoping that this pink was going to be a lot more vibrant, a lot more standing out. When I first was applying it, you guys might have caught it on during my demo, but when I was first applying it in this area, you were able to see the contrast between that one and this pearly shade. But now I don't see that at all. It doesn't even look like I used this pink shade. So I really wish these were more true to color as to what we see here on the pan, because to me that just wasn't necessarily the case. I guess more so just speaking on the pink one. And it's unfortunate because this is the standout shade of this palette. So I definitely had bigger expectations from that, and it totally missed the mark for me. And honestly, as a whole, this palette just missed it for me, and I'm quite sad about it, to tell you guys the truth. Quite sad. As far as the lip balm, I really wanted to try this out. I'm happy I got it because I was just very intrigued. But is this something you or anybody needs? Absolutely not. I myself don't need it. I actually think I'm going to end up keeping this upstairs on my desk so that when I'm feeling like ugh, with work, I'm just gonna apply some and, you know, glitter on the lips, like mix things better, right? I'll probably play with it once I get into like holiday looks, but I don't actually see myself, you know, realistically going out with this on my lips all that often. I'll probably do it a few times. So in that sense, I didn't need it, but like I'm happy to have it. It's nothing all that special. When I first applied it, I thought, wow, like this feels very comfortable. It's very glittery. It looks very reflective on the lips, like exciting. But then once I had it out for a little bit, I was like, oh, it's kind of just looking not all that special, to tell you guys the truth. I don't think it has any, I didn't read anywhere, I don't know. Like any healing benefits? I doubt it. I doubt it. I don't think it does. I hadn't seen that anywhere, but it does feel very comfortable to the lips. So as long as my lips aren't chappy or anything and I just want to apply something so that they feel like hydrated and just balmy, then that is when I will be reaching for that. But overall, guys, this collection is one that I wouldn't recommend. Obviously, if you guys are interested in it, maybe you guys like it. I saw one other review on this and they raved about everything. You know, we're all different. It's totally cool. You probably have it and you probably love it. Continue loving it. Love your things, use your things. It's just not my cup of tea, so I personally don't care very much for neither of these products, and because of that, you know, obviously I can't recommend it to you guys. I just really don't think it's worth it. To me, now that I've tried it, it's an easy skip. I know it is so sad for me to give one of my holy grail brands a negative review, but I mean, it just is what it is. I know I can't love it all, and unfortunately, I don't love this. Alright guys, that's it as far as today's video. Let me know, did you pick up anything from this collection? What holiday collections are you most interested in? Because I've got my eye on several more. So let me know in the comments down below. If you did enjoy this video, if you found it informative, please make sure to give me a thumbs up. It really does help me out a lot. Like really, you guys, like it really helps out. And while you're there, do not forget to subscribe in case you haven't, so you do not miss out on any of my future videos. Thank you guys so much for spending some time with me today. Until next time.